What's the chances that we'll catch potential judges and attorneys out talking about parents' cases at a Scottsdale, Arizona restaurant? You guys won't believe what it is that these people are talking about out loud, how they talk about parents. But what makes it the best is at the end of the video, you're going to be able to hear Dave Jose go and put them on notice person to person. Enjoy.
Mom says, I think I know how to get the baby back. Can I, if I told you where the baby is, can I keep the baby? He said, well, we need the baby back in our house before we talk about where the baby is going. So we can get the baby back. Not at all. No, not like kids. We were cooperating with this crazy person. Also, so then,
money to make the world go round.
Anyway, so we finally started this trial. And after the first day of trial, this crazy man follows the case manager in the outfield as far as you are from me. This camera videotaping, screaming obscenities and saying, look, these are child molesters. They have to be escorted by an armed guard. Look, these are child molesters. Look, these are nigger. Just really stupidness. All the way to our car super across the street. And so the case manager and one of the two sheriff's deputies. So the case manager and one of the sheriff's deputies gets in the elevator. The father jumps in the elevator. And the sheriff's deputy says, oh, it's just right. We just wait. And we get on the second elevator, and as we're getting downstairs, the father's coming.
You able to get
Has already followed.
I will.
but they're safe and everything?
Same house.
You know where they are now?
And I said to the sheriff's deputy, come in my car. My husband's walked away. Let's go right upstairs. So we went to the elevator and jumped on the elevator upstairs.
They say
Now the second
false
deputy was
accusation,
already
which they knew were false.
upstairs.
They take 1,000 a
I
month
say
here
to these two deputies,
with no prosecuting everything else.
following me when I go down the street to my husband's house. So there's an apartment guarded, security guarded office. His office is locked.
But like, it's not like
It is because they're taking it for the worst and for nothing. And then you're sometimes giving it to traffickers.
you just
Here's like how
kill the fire.
every 6 months they purge them. Unfreaking
New
believable.
name, new signature. New name, new signature. New parents.
And they get paid for all of it. How is it you guys just happen to be at this restaurant? I was going to say let's go to Lomo's Chicken and Waffles. And we're here and people are actively talking about this right in front of your face. Can you believe this, y'all? You can't see it, you're going to be able to hear it, y'all. That's what I'm fighting these days. I almost want to ask them something. Have you guys ever heard of it?
Now, you cannot have a weapon in court without everybody knowing about it and the court's permission. So I know the judge knew that I had a police officer with me. And our case manager had been on direct examination of that the first day. So the second day of trial, I say, so did something unusual happen? We got that into evidence. All right. So we tried to be a jerk again on the way out. The second
Blown away.
so we did bring it up. And so I
See,
got
this is
as far as
this is how
starting
powerful God
prosecuting
is.
trial.
God guides you everywhere you need to be at the needed time, so He can let you hear what you need to hear and see what you need to see. He always gives you victory. So,
It turns out
amazing.
everyone, it's
Now my viewers are
assaulting, sexually assaulting, kicking them out, going in their room phones and pawing through their stuff because he has the keys in the house. Get upset about that. They're
A lot of
renting
times they
a
just make it up fake stuff like nobody has any evidence of anything really happening. They're just saying.
So he ended up putting on social media.
It's all the bullshit.
Case manager, which is his vehicle.
They're just making shit up.
The case manager's adult children believe they saw a father driving around following the case manager's house. So we finished this trial on Thursday.
Why would parents be running
It's a big scam. Like, because regular judges get paid from taxes. This system gets paid from Social Security. It's totally different. You can steal your Social Security. It's funny as heck.
That's a lot for a judge to say.
You know?
They don't usually like to say things like that. And then for mother, he says, I know you are
Yeah, those are two separate entities.
trust them.
That's probably where the shadiness is happening.
Yeah. So it's crazy because these people don't know the real law.
They're being protected.
It's nuts, you know. So they think they're in the right and don't know. If I grab an affidavit on them and drop them fire,
It was very upsetting.
what's this?
You've been at this for almost 2 years, right?
Huh?
You've been at this for almost 2 years.
But it's about to crash. I'm dealing with Trump now. Like, people on Trump's level.
You never know how your parents. I just think
That was they call me dumb. They don't know that they're about to send me. They have to send them back.
Then I would have been worried about you for the rest of
You
your
have
life.
two and
As
two
long as that
and
man was alive,
all
I
four
would worry
and
about it, but
dirty.
he did not get a picture. No.
But you know,
And that's all.
in life, sometimes God will allow the people who are strong enough to fight.
I would have lost about
And the reason that certain things happen is because He needs you to be able to fight in a situation. And I mean, you think about it. Y'all called me here to meet to talk about life and business, and now we're hearing people talking about the very thing that I'm facing in my life and that people around the country are facing. They're speaking about it out loud.
Shopping and cooking all of a sudden. And
You know?
taking it.
I don't know. This is crazy. This
Sunday
is
was
how.
the worst working
That,
day.
you know, they say,
God is precise. He guides your steps. So everywhere I need to be at any given time, He puts me there.
I
You
only
know?
did that once. After that, we found out that.
yeah, they say coincidence is a way of God saying, I
Look
run
at
the
that.
show.
Yeah, see, I was going to say, hey, let's go to, I don't know what restaurant to go to. Remember, I was like, I don't know what restaurant to go to. He's like, hey, come here, right? And I'm like, okay, you know?
We were driving by this every day, and I said we got to stop by.
Yeah, and then we stop and talk for a certain amount of time, which slows down the time. And then, bam, look what happens. It's amazing. God lines it up perfectly, step by step.
I don't know. Are we ever in control? Like, I don't know.
No, I mean, he says He guides your steps. So every step is Him setting it up if you choose to follow. You know, but it's super powerful stuff.
I'm having to actually.
If you choose to follow.
Try to look busy.
I'm gonna take a picture of myself. I'm gonna do a selfie. Selfie, 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 selfie. Yeah, so that's how powerful God is, though. It's an amazing situation. You know,
That's hers. And she's done a couple others, but I'm not sure. exactly.
isn't it shocking?
I'm just blown away. Like I swear. It's like,
Wow.
Geico.
Yeah, the
and
thing
they
is,
talk about the exact thing.
even the exact location
Yeah, exactly.
that I went to.
Oh yeah.
It's the exact location. That's how you know God is powerful. You know, how could we have a meeting, talk about what we talk about, and then that happens?
Yeah. Everything is just happened at once.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? And the whole system is based off of Social Security Act, which is Social Security Act says you can't take anybody's kids
The
against the parents'
backstory on
objections.
that one is that
But I mean, the ones that
So
are,
long.
Oh, really?
Because nobody knows. Everybody thinks it's
If
legitimate.
you look at it in that context, you will see that
the ones that are writing the law are the ones that are fucking with it. So what are you gonna
The
do?
attorneys are purposely scamming so that the people think things are a certain way and they're not.
It's probably a lot
This
of
is a whole
money.
conspiracy.
And I'm surprised that people I
So
am
the other
because
story about that
I shook
dog
the
is
freaking
that
state
while
up
they were
by talking about
in
law
a
out
pause
loud.
between
So they come watch my videos, they watch my page, see this on
jumped
social
on the
media.
coffee table
They
and
watch my social media, they know what the frick
oh,
I'm doing.
and everyone went,
You know?
and
But
his trainer
they would
said,
never
oh, sorry,
expect
sorry,
that they
sorry,
would be
that was his
talking
trick
right
from
in
last
front of
week.
me.
Oh, where he
And
had
over
to
here,
jump on a
and
coffee table
my
and lift
people
his
were
leg.
here.
And so he saw,
So I'm gonna take
lights,
that.
cameras. He thought, okay,
I'm
I'll
going
do
to
that.
enhance the audio
But that wasn't,
so that
that
the
wasn't
people
the right trick.
can hear exactly what
And he
was
wasn't
said
actually-
and turn it up a lot and
Right.
put it on YouTube and they're gonna see it. It's gonna be crazy.
And this morning,
Yeah.
news, I listened to the news this morning.
Super crazy.
During my kids. And Coney,
My freaking flow, you know?
I'm
Where's
riding
that?
this last
My
service
oh, it's a
and-
pain patch. So it's a little patch. I had one right here, and the glue wouldn't come off. I got in the shower, I tried to wash it off. It's like,
To
see,
get for a
super
purple
tight.
medal, purple heart.
Excuse me. Are you ladies a church group by any chance? Are y'all a church group by any chance? Huh? You are? Okay.
We're relatives, but we all go to the same church too.
As a brother, I have to tell you this because the Bible says always, pretty much to give notice of things to your brethren, you know, or give things to faithful people. So I didn't mean to overhear, but I don't know if you guys are all attorneys, but if you can, please look up the Social Security Act, Section 1101D, and there's something in there that nobody tells you about. And Donald Trump is coming after people in Arizona now over this issue. And when you see what's there, you won't believe it. You won't believe it. So I didn't mean to overhear, but it deals with the court system, the juvenile system. When you look at 11017D, you're going to find that it says nothing in this act shall be construed as authorizing any federal agent, officer, or representative of taking charge of any child over the objection of either parent or one who is standing in loco parentis. And if you look at SB 1001 2014, the legislation, you're going to find where the legislature was made to put CPS as a federal agency. So they're actually allowed to work federally, and they're not telling the attorneys and the judges that they're really working under a federal program that's not law. And so when they're taking the kids by force, if there's no prosecution beforehand, it becomes kidnapping. So Donald Trump has made 2 executive orders talking about where people are using what's called, I'm trying to remember the name, is guidance documents. So guidance documents are used to pretty much tell people and agencies how they can function, but they're removing the constitutional protections. And so if you read the Pima County Guardian Ad Litem Handbook, it'll tell you that even though the law says otherwise, blame, shame, attitude, and all these different things will be used to take kids. But the law says you can't. So I don't know if you guys are attorneys or judges, but be careful because the guidance documents that they're using in private, they're not telling you guys. And so Trump is mad. William Barr is ready to arrest people. If you look in Texas, they started with arrests. California, they started with arrests for doctors, judges, guardian ad litems, attorneys. So people aren't telling, but I know you guys are connected in some way. So I wanted to just let you know, as a God-fearing man, that I have to tell you because they're not telling you guys the truth. And if you don't see it, you can't know. So, but thank you, ladies.
They are brainwashing him.
Oh no, you could go look up the law. You just look up 11D, Social Security Act 1935. It's the original legislative intent. I can't make it up. All right, have a blessed day.
So rude. You think you're brainwashed?
That's what she said. I'm brainwashed, but the other ones didn't say it because they know I know what I'm talking about. The one don't like for me to say what I'm saying, but well, y'all saw me just give it to some attorneys or judges out in Scottsdale, Arizona. I don't think they like what just happened. Well, actually, what's funny is 2 of them paid attention. The other one
said, I think he's brainwashed, which I don't care. Trump gonna arrest people anyway, so it doesn't matter, you know. But I got their face on camera when I lifted up the camera and I said selfie. I actually had the ladies behind me. So you guys see that I just set up for a meeting with some of my business partners in Scottsdale, and we got to see attorneys or judges actually talking about how they take kids and how the parents doing crazy stuff, or they're watching their social media, all these different things, and they act like they're trying to just do this to help parents, but they look at their parents like they're clowns or something while they're taking their kids with no law. So the one lady who tried to jump in and say, oh, I think he's brainwashed, she didn't even look up at me, but the other lady who was across the way to the side, she winked at me and said, put her finger up and said, don't worry about what the lady is saying, pretty much. But I'm the type of dude, I give the whole freaking court notice. I don't give a freak, you know. Send it to all of them and let them all be in trouble with Trump, you know. So, yeah. Hey, Shadow, what's the chances that you will go somewhere and hear attorneys or judges talking about how they're taking kids from people at Durango Courthouse, which is the exact courthouse that I fought in? I just quoted them the law, showed them what was happening, and, you know, to see one lady say, oh, I think he's brainwashed. I'm like, okay, we'll see who's brainwashed. You know, we'll see, because I know the law, you know, and, you know, they'll be figured out, you know, and the scam is going to be seen, and there's not going to be any getting away, you know. That's the thing. People can laugh, they can doubt, but I'm like, when you see real facts, I didn't have nothing on paper right now, but y'all witnessed what I just did. So nobody can say it didn't happen. Nobody can say that I didn't just lay down the facts of what's happening, right? So God is showing us, I wasn't supposed to be here. I was invited here. The lady's getting ready to walk by now, and she has a tag on her chest. Where did you take off to?